Sexpot Comedy, collaborative, community-driven comedy from Denver, Colorado. Now and then, here and there, and always at sexpotcomedy.com.
Now, after the boot, y'all started running your own venues separately.
Scattered.
Where are you? Where are y'all venues now?
You had our bar lined up.
I had the R Bar lined up. So there's a local festival called Foco MX, and for the first time ever, they wanted comedy. Kyle got that. Of course, he knows everybody in the music business up there. So we did 6 hours of comedy over 2 days at this music festival. And the venue that I did on Friday, I headlined it on Saturday. I hosted, and then on the next week, the owner of the venue where we did those shows just contacted me, and she was like, "I want this for my venue." So that was how I got mine, and so I've been doing that since July.
And you said that's what spot?
It's called the R Bar.
The R Bar?
Yeah, it's Fort Collins' only LGBTQ dedicated space and bar, so it's pretty cool. It's very important to me.
I can do that venue. Gay people love me. What you got, Kyle?
I run Elliot's Martini Bar late night at Elliot's with Chris Munoz.
Yep.
Chris started that. I think we're going on 15 months of that. And he pretty quickly asked me to guest host a few times, and then I was doing it every month. And then he brought me on full time over the summer. So last Sunday of the month, you've been there many times.
Yeah, I love that spot.
That is
we linked Sexpot up with them so they could bolster their budget and get bigger acts.
Yeah, that really did take us to a different level now. We're just way more capabilities now. Sexpot.
Nice. Yeah, and then mine at Prost Brewing. There's Prost down here, and they've got a tasting room in Fort Collins. I don't remember. I remember I went out and walked around Old Town looking for a spot, and I wanted something that was smaller. I wanted because the boot fits 130 people, right. And even if you get 40 people in there, it feels like it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I want a smaller room. I want a more intimate room. I want that Comedy Works feel, low ceiling, where if you put 40 people in it, it's a hot show and it's super fun.
Which we all have now. That's how all of our rooms are.
So how many is your seat?
We can probably get 60 or 70, but 40 feels perfect.
Yeah,
it felt great.
Yeah. I think the most we had was 65, but if you get 30 people in there, it's like standing room only already, so it's good.
And I think I reached out to a couple places, didn't really get anything, and then I asked Virgil. I was like, "Hey man," because I heard something about Illegal Pete's up there having a showroom in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you know anything about this space? I would love to, I'm looking to start a new show." And he linked me up with Prost because that's who set up shop back there. He's like, "I know those guys. I'll connect you with them." And then I was like, "Hey, I want to run a comedy show." And they're like, "Yep." I was like, "Okay, here's what I want for a budget." And they're like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay, can you?" And they're great about putting up posters because they're new. They're still starting up and they're still figuring stuff out, and they hadn't booked a lot of stuff yet. So and they've already got a stage, so they got they're set up for music and stuff, and so got in on the ground floor with the venue.
Nice,
very nice guys too. Cool,
cool. And
just
they're super
supportive.
Old
guys that love to drink beer, right? I mean, it's all a bunch of old men running that place, right? And they're just super nice.
They're very supportive and excited.
Yeah, they bought that big curtain to separate. It's sort of like a beer hall type place, like Brent's room, but it's a little bit less separated from the main room. But it's a big room. I think 100 is about the capacity.
Huh.
Well then, so you have show 2 at the Colorado Room, and then we have a couple venues that we have shared venues where we all host, produce, book, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So it's it's a team but separate, and then we support each other in the other shows too, not just showing up, but being there in the capacity to help each other. It's kind of the best. It's the best.
Yeah, it is.
Family.
Especially as a new comic, man, trying to do it on your own would be so hard.
Yeah,
it's hard as
even
hell.
if you're not new, it's so much work, and with partners, it's so much better.
Well, just the anxiety alone that goes along with running a show is so much more manageable to have somebody to complain about it to.
Sitting in an empty room, because every single show, no matter what, leading up to showtime, you're nobody's gonna come. Nobody's ever gonna come support a show ever again.
Hell, y'all heard me before we started this podcast. This is a podcast, and I was like, "Fuck, no one's coming." God damn it.
But just having somebody to sit in the room and be like, "Hey, this happens every time. Shut up," and then it does, and then it's fine.
Wally.
And I'm just letting you know you have a few comments on Facebook, and you got 9 people watching.
Oh shit! Yeah. think we broke a record.
Yeah.
I was looking at these. I saw Haley Driscoll saying,
Yeah, totally.
Hey, she says, I love you all.
And if you guys want to share the feed, you'll probably get some more people.
Oh, awesome. We have 12 now.
But yeah, Haley said a few things. Praise Jah, amen. I'm a girl. I love you all. And our friend Emmett said just ordered a pizza and loaded a bowl. So I'm guessing he's getting comfortable to watch the podcast.
He's getting ready for bed.
And then this is the one that I'd say that it's kind of a question, even though it's not written as one. But I'm looking for places to do open mics in Denver. So do you guys have any places you would suggest that you have had good experience with?
That you would start that he wants to start one?
He doesn't say that. It looks like he might have done comedy somewhere else.
Sounds like he wants to perform.
But he wants to do it in Denver.
Oh. 5280comedy.com. Like, I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about a place to start a mic, you find one, you let me know, brother. Because that is, I mean.
Kobos is starting a new one, right? I just saw that.
Yeah,
he
actually is.
Where's that at?
No clue.
Oh, no. Streets of London, right? Yeah.
Where is
Streets of London on Colfax.
Oh, no. I just got a message that my son was watching this.
Nice. Hopefully he didn't see any of the pro
smoking. Yeah, I just said, oh, no, did I curse?
She'd be like, no.
Just a little F-bomb, she says.
But Mallory and Kyle were cursing.
Crushing that parenting.
I curse.
Killing it.
Yeah.
We do have an amazing open mic in Fort Collins. That is a great place to go if you're looking for some really quality stage time as an open micer.
Yeah, Bondi Beach Bar.
No.
Thursday nights. From 6 p.m. until 11 p.m.
It's happening now. I'm Skyping my set in 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
Now, Bondi is all right, everybody. Bondi is fun. Jacob Erdman now hosts it. He gets real drunk.
It's Gabriel tonight.
It's Gabriel's hosting?
Yeah,
okay,
he is.
Well, all right.
So
Let's not get too inside baseball, but all right.
But it is fun. It's kind of a tougher mic, but like there's a real hot mic that we have that's on Monday nights at Hodie's.
Yeah, Hodie's.
And you go and it's always standing room only, and the comics are real supportive, and the crowd is actually real supportive too. They come out to watch comedy. It's like being part of a show.
Yeah.
And you can kind of really test your jokes out if you're looking to see how it might work in a showcase.
I've always kind of.
Y'all gonna make me come to Fort Collins on a Monday?
Dude, you got to.
Shit.
Dude, it's
you
so
can
good.
do that, Mike,
so
and you can
good.
make it back down here for Lair. So.
Oh, God damn it! Now you can. All right. Yeah.
I've always kind of thought that the reason that some of the comics in Fort Collins don't try and do more stuff is because that mic is so good. It feels like you do a showcase every week. You know.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to do more because you get that gratification of doing a really good set once a week.
Yeah. And then those guys, the newer guys, they'll go to Bondi or even Yum Yums, which just doesn't compare, and they're just like, oh fuck this, I'm going back to this isn't comedy, that was comedy. This is what are these guys doing? So I don't know. I like that we have
great,
different levels.
We definitely have those 3 weekly mics. We tried to do one at the Boot for a little while.
Ooh, that was terrible,
and it did not work because. They didn't really want to help us get people in there. That we asked them for drink specials nonstop, and they just refused.
Yeah,
I was like, that's how you get people in a venue.
I know that life.
This has been a Sexpot Comedy Joint, collaborative, community-driven comedy produced by Andy Jewett and Kayvon Kalatvari. Headquartered in Denver, Colorado, with technical support from Isaac Miller. Every day at sexpotcomedy.com or at a show near you. Until next time, be well, friends.